इसकी वीडियो और जो टाइटल है?
वीडियो नहीं देनी फाइटर,
टाइटल बस,
सिर्फ टाइटल आना, नाम आएंगे
बस।
Presenting Pakistan's largest fitness destination, designed to elevate your lifestyle with latest fitness equipment. Providing mixed martial arts classes and much more. At the heart of HUFC lies the cage where international fighting events take place. Keeping the children entertained while you focus on yourself. Whatever you name, we have it. Get your membership today and experience international standard facilities here in Lahore, Pakistan.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to HUFC Club for Super Fight Street, Pakistan's biggest international fight night, taking place right here in HUFC Club Lahore for an action-packed night full of fights that are exhilarating, high-paced, and like I said, action-packed to the brim. My name is Daniel Nasir Mirza. It is my honor to be your host, ring announcer, and commentator for this evening. And joining me, of course, the best color commentator in Pakistan, Salman Bhatt. How are you doing, Salman?
I'm doing great. Every time I step into the HUFC facility here, it almost feels like we're not in Pakistan. I mean, look at this place. And I don't mean that as an insult. It just speaks volumes to how the sport of MMA is evolving in this country. And I'm so excited to be back a third time here at Super Fights, doing what we do, calling fights and having fun, my friend.
Exactly, then having fun is the important part because you are all bound to have fun tonight here at Super Fight Street. So many exhilarating fights. Like I said, 7 fights, 7 stories, 14 fighters all here to complete their story. All of these guys who are here, guys and girls, to finish their perspective, finish their objectives. And of course, these are the main fights for the evening. Your main event will be Babar the Flogger Ali defending the Super Fight Championship for the first time against Egypt's Ahmed Khalil. Apart from that, of course, Izzat Khan takes on Mohammed Siddiq in our one of 2 co-main events, and Maham Beg takes on the Afghan Golden Girl, Arzu Ahmed. So many exciting fights in this main card, 3-fight main card. What do you think about this main event, Salman?
Man, Babar Ali, the last time we saw him fight at Super Fights, what he did to Hussein Janturi, I've never seen being done before. He just completely dominated his opponent, and it was so impressive to see.
100%, and like I said, Arzu Ahmed, the Afghan Golden Girl, here coming to Pakistan for one of the first few times to fight, and it's going to be very exciting to see just how she performs. A bit of a power outage there right in the middle, but that's just how it rolls. But it's going to be really exciting in our main card here, co-main events and main event included. And of course, we have a solid lead card heading into the main cards, and of course, right in front of you as we see it, we have Zulkarnain Khan taking on Shayan Turbo Mayday, and we have Adnan the Punisher Afridi taking on Mehraj Case City Arif. Apart from that, we have Muskan Ijaz and Imama Siddiqui opening the show, and of course Husnain Boyka Ahmed taking on the assassin Zaib Hasnan. These 4 fights will be leading us into the main card, will be the lead card for the evening. Salman, so many interesting fights here. Which one are you looking forward to seeing the most?
Personally, I'm very excited to see Mehraj Arif. He's just so creative. Every time he fights, you know it's going to be an entertaining fight. He's just an exceptional jiu-jitsu fighter, Danya.
Indeed, he's one of those guys from a pro level, from the pro circuit, somebody you should really look out for as fans, somebody promoters are looking at for sure. And there, like I said, so many good fighters, top to bottom, quality fighters, red corner or blue corner across the board here tonight, as you see on your screen. Salman, you have so many names in front of you. Of course, we know about Babar, we know about a lot about these other guys. Is there anyone in particular you're excited to see tonight?
There's also Shayan Mehdi. He made it to the semifinals of the National Fighting Tournament 3. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get that gold, but he's here coming off a loss, and I'm so excited to see how he's evolved his game and what he's going to do to get that W here tonight.
Of course, Izzat Khan competing for the first time since ARY Warriors 1, pardon me,
3
which
years.
is a long time ago, and he fought Heather Farman next. Let's see what he brings to the table. This is his comeback fight after a very long time, and of course, like you said, guys like Miraj Arif are on this card. Zaib Hasnan is somebody who I'm very excited to see as well. He's coming off of a loss. He was supposed to fight at Toro Fight Series along with Shayan Mehdi. That event unfortunately got cancelled midway due to rain. So these guys are coming in with a chip on their shoulder, a fight that they technically lost in the middle, and will be coming in tonight with a massive, massive thing to prove for all of us. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an exciting card from top to bottom. Salman, any parting messages that you want to give to these fans before we get underway?
Man, look out, guys. These fights could go anywhere. They're promoting it as one of the best fight nights in Pakistan MMA's history. You guys be the judge, and let's just start the show here already.
Indeed, and we're about to start the show. We are about to go ahead and toss it over to the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, the host with the most, the man in the cage looking as dapper as ever. I'm talking about Ayman Nawaz. Over to you, Ayman.
Thank you. Thank you very much, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good evening and assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Super Fights 3 powered by HUFC Club Pakistan. We're here at Lahore and we're ready for all the action that is coming to you tonight, this live that you're going to be catching us on all various digital media platforms. We've got so many people to thank in this very evening. बहुत सारे लोग हैं जिनका शुक्रिया अदा करना है, उसमें सबसे पहले आप लोग हैं. एक बार बहुत सी तालियां हो जाए आपके लिए लाहौर. तो लाहौर, क्या आप तैयार हैं? क्या आप तैयार हैं लाहौर? बहुत सारा एक्शन है को हम देखेंगे. फाइट कार्ड सबसे पहले हैं. मैं चाहूंगा लेट्स लुक एट द फाइट कार्ड्स एज वेल, बट बिफोर दैट वी हैव गॉट मेनी पीपल टू थैंक, जिसमें सबसे पहले हमारे स्पॉन्सर्स हैं. वी आर वेरी वेरी थैंकफुल to the HUFC Club Pakistan. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause. बहुत सारी तालियां for HUFC Club Pakistan. Then again, we're very thankful to the SA Gardens, SAG, Trafolink Private Limited Group of Companies, one, our proud sponsors, Spleen, and as well as we're very thankful to the Pakistan MMA Federation, including the President, Mr. Babar Qayyum Raja as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the first fight of the night, and let me call out the fighters to the cage. सबसे पहले इनका ताल्लुक है लाहौर से. Making our way to the cage from the blue corner, please welcome our first fighter, Muskan Ijaz.
A reigning national champion in her weight class, coming in with a lot of confidence, being somebody who's not been defeated in the NFT circuit. Muskan Ijaz tonight faces easily her toughest challenge yet. This is going to be the toughest fight of her young career as she welcomes the mighty Imama Siddiqui. Both these girls are heavier compared to most girls with respect to weight classes, so that means heavier hands than we're expected, but a work rate that should be studied. Both these girls need to be coming in and doing everything they can to put away the other person early. If evidence dictates anything, neither of them are too comfortable in the cardio department. Salman, very interesting fight to open up Super Fights 3 here. How are you feeling about Muskan?
Yeah, it says on the sheets here that Muskan is a kickboxer, but Daniel, the last time we saw Muskan fight, we couldn't see any of that because it was mostly a wrestling exchange. But let's see how she does here tonight.
And her opponent making her way to the cage from the red corner, hailing from Karachi, Pakistan. Please welcome Imama Siddiqui.
She's camera ready, she's not gun shy, and she's here to make a statement tonight. This is the mighty Imama Siddiqui, someone who's absolutely dominant in her weight class. We saw her put her opponent away early in Toro Fight Series just a few months ago, and she's here now at Super Fights to make a statement and take out the national champion in her weight class. Both these girls are lightweights, meaning heavy-handed, and Imama is somebody who has not tasted defeat. She is undefeated, ladies and gentlemen, with 3 wins, and it is going to be the most important fight of her career tonight. One of, if not the most. Salman, break it down as I enter the cage.
Yeah, as you told me earlier, Daniel, Imama beat Shehzadi Saki with her striking ability. And like I was saying about Muskan, we didn't get to see much of her striking ability in the National Fighting Tournament 3. Muskan held on to her opponent for the majority of the fight. So it'll be
Ladies and
really
gentlemen,
interesting
please
to see
welcome into the red corner, Imama Siddiqui!
how both of these fighters match up against each other. Over with the ring announcements with Daniel Nasser
Ladies
Mirza.
and gentlemen, this is your first fight of the evening, and it is 3 rounds of MMA action in the Super Fights Lightweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer standing at 5 feet 9 inches tall. Official record, 3 wins, no losses, 1 draw. She represents Team Blue Angel and fights out of Lahore, Muskan Ijaz. And her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, an MMA fighter standing at 5 feet 8 inches tall with an MMA record of 3 wins, 1 loss, no draw. She represents 3G MMA and fights out of Karachi, Imama, the mighty Siddiqui. Your referee in charge of the cage, Osama Mehboob Avan.
First fight of the evening here. Muskan Ijaz versus Imama the mighty Siddiqui, excuse me. Referee going through the rules with both fighters, and we're going to start shortly.
First fight of the evening, Imama Siddiqui and Muskan Ijaz. The crowd is red hot, ready to go, and we are underway.
Both fighters timid, slowly inching towards each other. Imama looking to control the center here.
Yeah, this is what Muskan does. She likes to bring the fight to a snail's pace because it benefits her. Imama needs to make sure she doesn't play into that and fights at the pace that she prefers, which is exactly that.
Nice combinations there by Imama. Went low and then went high. Muskan returning fire with a kick of her own, but not much done. Oh my goodness!
No one saw that coming, Salman.
Hard
That was
back.
clean.
Both fighters tangling up now. Imama has Muskan against the fence here right in front of us.
Yeah, right in front of us now. Look at her trying to connect the hands. She wasn't able to. Muskan doing a good job of staying on her base. That spinning back fist got everyone off guard.
Most definitely, because we didn't get to see much of the striking from Muskan Ijaz back at the NFT 3. But Imama's making her work here now.
Imama's not able to clasp her hands behind the thighs of Muskan. If she's able to do that, then she can pick her up just like that. But no worries at all. She gets her down.
Beautiful takedown there by Imama. On top now, inside position. She goes for full mount.
Oh, she's weathered the storm of that spinning back fist. Now she's on full mount, raining down bombs on Muskan Ijaz. Can Muskan get out of this?
She's looking for a choke potentially. But she's going to keep striking.
Oh, she's getting hit a lot. Osama Mehboob's right on top of it.
Muskan trying to fight back and hold on to Imama, similar to NFT 3.
Yeah, if I'm Imama, though, I should realize that I have her hurt right now. Muskan's on survival mode. She should try to, in my opinion, break away and just try to finish her on the feet. I guess that early hit that she took with the spinning back fist must have changed up her game plan a bit, Salman.
Yeah, but you could say that was a lucky shot. Imama is still having a lot of success with the striking. She was mixing up with his combinations very well. In this position here, to be stuck not much doing. It doesn't benefit any of these fighters.
30 seconds left on the clock here in the first round. Apart from that, spinning back fist, one of the highlight reels already. It has been all Imama Siddiqui, dominant in the grappling department. Fence work has been good. Ground and pound has been great. Now she's trying to complete another takedown, but nothing doing.
Imama trying to close the legs of Muskan here to complete a takedown, but tumbles forward.
Muskan stuffed it. Can she create that separation? It's like Muskan wants to hold on here. Good pummel by Imama.
I mean, it worked for Muskan to become a champion at the National Fighting Tournament, so you would think she'd probably do the same this time.
And that is the end of round number one. All Imama, the mighty Siddiqui, apart from, of course, that first spinning back fist. But all in all, a very good round for the mighty. Muskan needs to readjust here. Needs an answer for that grappling because you are going to expect Imama to close the distance and go to the fence work.
Yeah, Muskan needs to take advantage of the position that she gets when she clasps Imama. She doesn't do anything after she grabs a hold of her. She needs to think of the next move, like A, B, C. Okay, I have her hips now. Now I have to do something, you know. But Muskan isn't doing much with her position, and it can get really frustrating for her corner, I'm sure.
Yeah, Muskan holding on for dear life almost at some points. Imama needs to compose herself as well. I don't think she expected to get hit that early, that clean. I don't know if Muskan expected to hit her that early, that clean, but here we are nonetheless. One round is in the books. Imama is used to finishing fights early. Let's see if she can remain composed. You are watching Super Fights 3 here, brought to you by HUFC Club. And we are underway with round number 2. Muskan Ijaz characteristically not charging to the center, staying close to the fence. Imama Siddiqui not showing much urgency either.
Imama trying to close the distance to get those low kicks in. And that's good for Imama. She could get in striking range, get a few shots in, and then step back so that she doesn't get caught by Muskan again.
Yeah, she got tagged there. I don't know if she went for the grappling or not, but good knee to the body by Imama, and now Imama's going to do exactly what she wants to, put her up against the fence and work. Another knee to the body. And another knee to the body. Another knee to the body. Unprotected knees to the body. 4 in a row now. The crowd counting along.
Hard shots there by Imama to Muskan. Muskan needs to do something here.
See some redness of the nose of Muskan there. Let's see if we can get a clearer picture, but Imama's just ragdolling her at this point.
Imama has her back now. Muskan in a disadvantageous position here. Imama unloading now, trying to get the neck.
Yeah, she's doing a good job of keeping Muskan up against the fence, but Muskan's really helping her case as well. She starts off the round and she doesn't really move. And now she's getting beat up here.
Yeah, she's getting beat up by Imama. Knees to the body, shots to the head. Imama's doing what Muskan refuses to do, is stay busy.
Yeah, she's doing a good job of the activity, but still some work can be done here by Imama to close the show out because there's not much intelligent defense from Muskan in any regard right now.
More knees to the body by Imama.
Seems to be her keys to victory tonight. A minute left here. Still a lot of time for Imama to work. Muskan, of course, covering up, but not intelligently able to get herself out of this predicament. Now they separate, and Imama starts to throw.
Nice body kick there by Muskan, but Imama just firing back here.
Nice jabs by Imama landed. One more there. Across for her troubles, and that is all she wrote. Imama, the mighty Siddiqui, racks up another finish here in emphatic fashion. She puts away Muskan Ijaz without much trouble. That is Imama Siddiqui, and that is a wrap.
Right. जी तो लाहौर कैसी लगी आपको पहली फाइट? एक बार दोनों फाइटर्स के लिए बहुत सारी तालियां हो जाए लाहौर. Right, we move on to Daniel for the results.
Referee Osama Mahboobavan has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes 36 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner by TKO, Imama, the mighty Siddiqui.
Great work there by Imama, as we can see in the replay. Finished Muskan. She stayed busy in the second round. She got out of the grasp of Muskan there and was able to secure the victory here tonight.
क्या बात है लाहौर, आपकी ये एनर्जी आज रुकनी नहीं चाहिए. अभी भी 6 फाइट्स बाकी हैं. एक बार बहुत सारी एनर्जी के साथ जरा तालियां बजा दीजिए. क्या बात है. Absolutely loving the energy here at the HUFC Club Pakistan. We're here at Lahore once again. Super Fights 3 continues and we move on to the next fight of the lead card. Ladies and gentlemen, the next fight, first of all, we'll be talking about the fighters themselves as well. But before we do that, once again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors, which include the Pakistan MMA Federation. एक बार बहुत सारी तालियां for the Pakistan MMA Federation! Thank you very much to the Pakistan MMA Federation. Thank you very much, Mr. President, Mr. Babar Qayyum Raja. एक बार बाबर साहब के लिए बहुत सारी तालियां हो जाए ख़वातीन और हज़रात. Thank you very much for keeping the torch of MMA in Pakistan shining as bright as ever. Once again, we're thankful to our sponsors Spleen, 1SA Gardens, Trafolink Private Limited, and Papa Jones and other sponsors leading up to this event as well. Once again, our official broadcast partner is Sports Info Pakistan, Pakistan's leading sports digital platform. आप हमें घर बैठे हुए भी देख रहे हैं Facebook और मुख्तलिफ platforms पर. Now we move on to the next fight of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the blue corner, hailing from the jewel of Pakistan, Gilgit-Baltistan, Hasnan Ahmad!
He's got big shoes to fill and a big name to live up to. This is Husnain Boyka Ahmed making his Super Fights debut tonight. This man comes, of course, from the mountains of Gilgit, representing Team Mountain Smasher with a smashing record of 5 wins, 2 losses, and no draws. This guy is here to make a statement. He knows everyone in Pak MMA is watching because he'll be facing a very well-renowned household name. He wants to make a statement tonight, and this is going to be his opportunity.
His fight name, Boyka, Daniel, and everyone listening, if you've seen Undisputed, you know what that name means. You know what that name represents. So he must be really, really confident in his fighting ability. If with a nickname like that, if that's his nickname, I'm expecting destruction in the ring.
Absolutely, and of course, Team Mountain Smasher, initially and coming from a predominantly boxing background, they have competed in different martial arts across the years, but their coach tonight wants to make a statement to the broader Pakistani MMA community that they are ready to go, that they are ready to go into the MMA circuit and do everything they can. And ladies and gentlemen, this of course is the fight we're about to witness. Lightweight action, second fight of the evening out of 7 fights for Super Fights 3. We still have international action coming up, but don't go anywhere for that. Right now, we witness the entry of Husnain Boyka Ahmed.
Muchas gracias, Señor Daniel, Señor Salman. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, बहुत सारी तालियां for Hasnan Ahmad and his opponent. And his opponent hailing from Chiniot, Pakistan. From the red corner, please welcome to the cage, Zaif Hasnan!
Ladies and gentlemen, on your screens right now, Zeb Hasnan representing SAG MMA. If you know this guy, you know he means business. I mean, look at his partners, his training partners. Rashid Gujar, Khizr Rahman, Asad Waraich. The list just goes on and on. This guy is almost a veteran, but he's only just starting his career with a record of 8-2 here. Hasnan is a kickboxer. He's a striker, but he always most certainly uses his striking to set up the ground game, and he does that wonderfully, Daniel.
Yeah, he's coming on with a chip on his shoulder. He's coming in to prove a point. Zeb Hasnan lost at Spartan Battleground against Azim Khan. His fight got cancelled at Toro FS. You know he's coming in here to make a statement, to remind everyone that he is still that killer, that thriller in the lightweight division, and he is here tonight to prove it. He has a very good chance to do it against Hasnan Ahmed, against Boyka, but let's see what options he explores tonight, what kind of game plan he decides to use. This guy's always exciting to watch, Salman.
Most definitely, he's going up against Hasnan Boyka Ahmed. You can expect this fight to be a high-paced, action-packed filled, entertaining fight. Zeb Hasnan, he's a very patient fighter. He likes to select his shots. We haven't seen much of Hasnan Boyka here, but I'm expecting just high-paced fighting here as Zeb Hasnan is getting prepped up to enter the ring here at Super Fights 3. I'm so excited for this fight, ladies and gentlemen. We'll now be moving on with the ring introductions with Dana Nasir Mirza.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is 3 rounds of MMA action in the Super Fights Lightweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, an MMA fighter standing at 5 feet 7 inches tall with an MMA record of 5 wins, 2 losses, no draws. He represents Team Mountain Smasher and fights out of Gilgit, Baltistan, Hasnan Boyka Ahmed. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, a striker standing at 6 feet tall with an MMA record of 8 wins, 2 losses, no draws. He represents SAG MMA and fights out of Chinyo, the assassin, Zain Hasnan. Referee charged the cage, Osama Mehboob Aman.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Hasnan Boyka Ahmed versus the assassin, Zeb Hasnan. The action will be underway here. I'm so excited for this fight. Hasnan in the blue, Zeb in the red.
Expect much higher output in this fight from these two. Immediately off to the races. Zeb Hasnan needs to fight and work against the grappling offense of Hasnan tonight.
Yeah, Zeb is mostly a patient fighter. He likes to select his shots, and he tried that with a counter, but Hasnan, beautiful takedown here. He's raining bombs now. Up against the fence in front of us.
Hasnan working really well. Get your cameras out. This one might be over quick. Hasnan with a body lock. Zeb Hasnan trying his best to circumvent the offense, looking towards his corner. This is going to be a striker versus grappler situation, Salman.
Most definitely, Hasnan needs to get Zeb to the floor, and Zeb needs to create some distance here. But Hasnan's just being extremely aggressive here, using that power early in the fight.
Clinch work is good. Body lock is there for Hasnan. Zeb with the body shots, trying to go for that Uchimata, but not in a good position for it just now. Right in front of the watchful eyes of Baba Raja. And Hasnan completes the takedown. Zaib is now on his back against the fence, not where he wants to be.
Second takedown of the round here. Zaib looking a little lost here, but Hasnan's pressure is just so much.
Both guys have very solid corners backing them. You have Mujahid Beg in one. You have guys like Asad Vardaij, Bilal Hussain, and Aisha in the other, the SAG contingent.
Zaib trying to control that right arm of Hasnan to prevent him from throwing bombs on him here.
Yeah, Zaib needs to try to create some distance with his feet, but easier said than done. Hasnan has had an excellent pressure.
Zaib has Hasnan's right arm in a really awkward position here behind his neck almost.
Yeah, nice jeans Osama Mehboob's wearing tonight, but here we are, much better view. Zaib Hasnan trying to do everything he can to get out of this, trying to push off the fence with his feet as well. Yeah, that's a weird place to hold someone's arm.
It looks painful.
It looks unnatural. Oh! Oh, man! That looks rough, but so far Hasnan seems to be okay. I don't think the human arm is supposed to bend that way.
Yeah, I've never seen that one before. So close to the neck, behind the back.
But regardless to the judges, this is going to be a round for Hasnan, and that is the end of the round. Crowd is alive, counting down. Yeah, look at that. Is this? Oh my days!
He broke his arm. His arm's dislocated.
Is it?
His elbow seems out of place here.
It's limp. Oh man!
He seems to be in a lot of pain here.
I don't know if they're trying to relocate it, but you were right. Zaib Hasnan got so much torque on that arm, it looked like it's wobbling off of place there.
The assassin, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I know that guy. No, really, that's him. That's Ek Din Jio Ke Saath. I love it. I used to do impressions of him when I was a kid. He's here. All the stars are out tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But it looks like the fight's going to continue. I mean, it looked pretty dramatic the way his arm was limping. I hope they're not going to let him fight with a broken arm, but...
Doctor's checking the arm there. We're going to continue. Yep.
Guess we're going to find out if this is even feasible. If his arm is in place. Oh, yeah, he's all right. I guess it went back into place. That...
yeah, he's checking. It seems sore. But that arm was definitely not in the right place.
Oh, man. That's going to affect everything. The wrestling primarily if he's in one arm. Yeah, look at the way... Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, he doesn't want to engage with that right arm anymore.
Oh, man, he threw that arm.
Zaib needs to capitalize on this now.
Hasnan threw that right arm and now he shoots in. This time Zaib Hasnan was ready.
Zaib on top now. A tough first round for him, but round two looking good.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful work.
Beautifully lands onto the full mount to Zaib Hasnan, and now he's throwing down bombs.
Zaib definitely capitalizing on the moment here. Raining down bombs now, trying to get high up on the guard of Hasnan as possible.
Hammer fist galore. Hasnan needs to try to find another way out apart from what he's trying to do. That won't work because every time he brings those feet up, he's not putting himself in a good position. Zaib Hasnan transitioning to the armbar.
Oh my goodness.
That's the same arm. But he gets out of it.
He couldn't get his right leg across.
Beautiful positioning, but the choke is in. I don't know how much torque he has there, but he does have a 2-on-1 on the neck. He's not going to be able to do anything with it.
Back on their feet. Beautiful, beautiful defense work by the Hasnan. Able to get back up and control Zaib.
Great fight to start off Super Fights 3. I mean, the second fight of the evening in our lead card. Zaib Hasnan and Hasnan are both fighting tooth and nail here.
Hasnan looking for that left leg. He's trying to trip him like he did last time.
Zabe's trying to potentially go for a key lock defense, but that will not work. Hasnan is still out wrestling him.
Zab attacking that left arm now. I mean, I'll tell you, Hasnan is a warrior. That he lives up to the name Boyka because he was in excruciating pain at the end of round number 1, and it looked like his arm was out of place. But here he is, back controlling his opponent.
He has both hands behind the hips of Zeb Hasnan. Let's see what he can do with it. 40 seconds left in the round. He has that single leg. Can he convert it? Zeb Hasnan had good success in the start of round 1, but round 2 seems to be ending the same way round 1 did. Hasnan Ahmed and his wrestling has paid dividends, ladies and gentlemen.
Completes the takedown, but Zeb back on his feet.
That is the end of the round. The counter be damned. We go to the third round. Zeb Hasnan and Hasnan Ahmed, both of them leaving it all on the line, literally. It seems like Zeb Hasnan needs a finish in round number 3, and that is always an interesting predicament to be in, Salman.
Yeah, but you could argue that they're going one apiece in the third and final round because Zeb was able to control for the majority of the second round here. But Hasnan was able to get that recovery but didn't get much damage on Zeb. So I'd say they're going one apiece going into the third and final round.
But the argument against that would be that Hasnan Ahmed did start off round 1 not as strong, but ended as strong as he possibly could with control. But I get what you're saying. It could be a matter of how the judge sees it. But if you're Zeb Hasnan, this is not the position you want to be in. You don't want to be hoping a judge gives you a round. You need to know that you have a round. So it's going to be all about round number 3 here and how it plays out. But very interesting fight so far. Striker, wrestler, dynamic as we predicted. But it seems as well as if Hasnan Ahmed's wrestling has just been too good for Zeb Hasnan tonight.
Yeah, but Zeb was able to get some power, some of the energy off of Hasnan here, slow him down and lessen the aggression and the pressure of Hasnan. So Zeb doing a nice job of staying in there, I'd say.
Despite the scare with the arm, Hasnan Ahmed stands tall here at the start of round number 3 as he meets his namesake and adversary, Zeb Hasnan, in the center. And we are underway for the decider round.
Both fighters for the last time meet in the center here. Hasnan beckoning Zeb on. Zeb's striking seems a little labored here. He seems a little tired. Hasnan trying to show Zeb different looks, almost taunting him. A high kick attempt there by Zeb. He's trying to keep his distance.
Zeb doing a good job here of keeping some distance between himself and Hasnan. When he needs finishing intent if he wants to win this fight and be sure of it.
Yeah, Hasnan knows that Zeb's looking for that counter whenever Hasnan jumps in. And Hasnan, he's just trying to bait Zeb into making a mistake right now. Hard right there by Zeb. Hasnan still beckoning him on.
He needs more of that, does Zeb Hasnan. Just like that.
Zeb's strategy is right here to look for a counter, but he just doesn't have the speed anymore. So Hasnan's able to make the reads. Hard overhand there by Hasnan.
What an exchange between these guys. Right straight lands for Zeb. He needs more of that. A minute left. Both fighters trying to find their way in.
Both fighters playing tit for tat, playing chess in the striking department right now.
Zaib's trying to throw something big here, and Hasnan is just comfortable standing in front of him. Hasnan definitely does not have this round. He hasn't done much. He seems labored, isn't even engaging in the wrestling exchanges. He's just content in Zaib Hasnan waiting to find his right shot, and Zaib needs some more urgency here.
Yeah, it seems like Hasnan feels confident that he's secured 2 rounds maybe. And he's fine staying at a distance from Zaib, not allowing him to strike as much.
Outside leg kick, but what will that do for you? Zaib Hasnan needs more urgency, 15 seconds or less left here. Shoots in, and that is the story of the fight. When in doubt, shoot in, but Zaib Hasnan this time able to stuff it. But that is enough stalling for the judges to get the right impression. Ladies and gentlemen, that is end of round number 3, and that is the end of this fight, and we will be going to the judges' scorecards. An interesting fight altogether. We'll see how they score it, and we will announce a winner very shortly.
लाहौर एक बार दोनों फाइटर्स के लिए बहुत सारी तालियां होनी चाहिए। तो आप में से किसको लगता है कि ज़ैब हसनैन जीता है? और आप में से किसको लगता है कि हसनैन अहमद जीता है? रिजल्ट्स पर जाने से पहले मैं चाहूंगा कि आप सब मेरा साथ दें और एक बार हमारे जजेस के लिए बहुत सारी तालियां होनी चाहिए। So ladies and gentlemen, we await the results of this fight of Super Fights 3 brought to you by HUFC Club Pakistan. बहुत जबरदस्त। एक बार मिल के सारे नारा लगाते हैं आपकी आवाज में। फ्री 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 फ्री। After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores it 29-28, ज़ैब Hasnan. Judge 2 scores it 29-28, Hasnan Ahmed. And Judge 3 scores it 29-28 for your winner by split decision. The assassin, ज़ैb Hasnan! Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for ज़ैब Hasnan! Ladies and gentlemen, what an action-packed fight we had just witnessed right here at the HUFC club in Pakistan. This is Super Fights 3 brought to you by HUFC Club Pakistan and of course powered by our proud sponsors which include the Pakistan MMA Federation, SA Gardens, Spleen, One, Trafolink Private Limited Group of Companies, Papa John's and of course our broadcast partner Sports Info Pakistan. We move on to the next fight of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the cage from the blue corner, hailing from Peshawar. Please welcome Adnan Afridi.
Flanked by Irfan Khan and Rafiq Afridi, two of the top talents of the KPK region. This is Adnan Afridi. The first time we're seeing him in super fights, undefeated with one pro win in his resume. This man calls himself the Punisher and tonight has the objective of punishing a well-established name in the Pak MMAF circuit in Mehraj K-City Arif. He fights out of Peshawar, trains out of Team AFN, and if you know anything about the guys in Peshawar, in Team AFN, in Team Peshawar as a whole, you know these guys love to wrestle, they're not afraid to brawl, and they have that tenacity and that absolute unrelenting drive to get the win. They'll be willing to do literally anything, and that is even try and hold an event hostage if they have to, but they will do anything possible to walk away with the win. That is just the mentality they come in with. Salman, it's going to be interesting to see this guy compete.
Yeah, we haven't seen him before, but I spoke to Rafiq Afridi and he told me that he's been working relentlessly on his game overall, but he says he specializes in boxing. He loves it. He loves the striking. He loves to engage with it. And if you're a distant relative of Rafiq Afridi, that's exactly what I'm expecting out of this fighter.
Super Fights 3 is going to be the first time a lot of people in Pakistani MMA are going to be exposed to Adnan, the Punisher Afridi. It's going to be an interesting scenario to see how he performs here tonight. Undoubtedly, the single biggest fight of his young career and the second fight ever in his pro career. He wants to walk away with all the marbles, stamp his name in history, get that win, and get things going for himself. Last sip of water. He's going to start saying his goodbyes any minute now. Of course, this guy's coming in with quite a pedigree of people in his corner, but ultimately, Salman, when the cage door is locked, it is just you versus your opponent.
Most definitely, everything's out the window when you step in the cage. Anything can happen. This is just the game. This is the unpredictability is what attracts everyone into watching fights here live.
Now he's entered the cage.
और दिनों रात आपकी बहुत सारी तालियों में पेशावर से अदनान अफरीदी. अदनान तो रुकेंगे नहीं, लेकिन आपकी तालियां भी रुकनी नहीं चाहिए. एक बार बहुत सारी तालियां अदनान अफरीदी के लिए और खास तौर पर बहुत सारी तालियां पेशावर के लिए. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, from the red corner to the cage, please welcome from Rawalpindi, Mehraj Arif!
He's been calling for his shot. He's been asking for it. K-City, Kimura City, Mehraj Arif, bound and bred in Jiu-Jitsu, transformed and completed in MMA. He's here today to bring a show to the Super Fights arena and stamp himself as one of the top prospects coming up through the pro circuit. This is Gay City, and get ready to be entertained.
Miraj Arif is everything you could ask for in a professional fighter. He's an entertainer. He's amazingly good. Whenever you watch him fight, you're in for a show. This guy is a showstopper. He's just starting out his professional career. One apiece here, both are. Adnan Afridi and Miraj Arif, both trying to make a statement here tonight, both bringing their A game, both trying to attain greatness in the Super Fights 3 arena here, live at the HUFC venue. Miraj Arif, of course, like I said, this is the guy I've been wanting to watch for a long time. For a long time, ever since they announced his fight, I've been waiting, itching to watch Miraj Arif fight. The guy is just so good, and he's so dangerous. Even if you take him down, he's just extremely dangerous off his back. He's so technical, creative. Miraj Arif is a sight to behold once he's on the ground, and even decent stand-up ability, but he is facing up against a striker here in Adnan Afridi, so it'll be really interesting to see how this style matchup go up against each other. On to the ring announcements with Dania Nasir Mirza.
ख़वातीन हज़रात, आपकी बहुत सारी तालियां रावलपिंडी के लिए मिराज आरिफ।
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is your third fight of the evening, and it is 3 rounds of MMA action in the Super Fights Flyweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, an MMA fighter standing at 5 feet 5 inches tall, undefeated with 1 win, no losses, no draws. He fights out of Team AFN and fights out of Peshawar. Adnan, the Punisher Afridi. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, undefeated in MMA with 1 win, no losses, no draws. He represents Team Underground Wolves and fights out of Rawalpindi. Miraj K. City Arif. Your referee in charge of the cage, Osama Mehboobavan.
Ladies and gentlemen, our third bout of the evening, Miraj Arif versus Adnan Afridi. Miraj is in the red, Adnan in the blue. For those of you joining us here tonight, we are live from the HUFC venue. This is Super Fights 3, as Osama Mehboob is about to call a start to the action.
We are underway. Miraj Arif and Adnan Afridi, both guys 1 win in to their professional careers, want to make it 2-0 tonight. They've gotten the platform they've been looking for. Miraj Arif looked excited, Adnan Afridi looked excited, but they need to remain composed here in front of each other.
Both fighters reading each other, showing each other different looks. Miraj barrages in, gets a hold of Adnan here, and that's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to close the distance because Adnan is primarily a striker, and Miraj wants to close the distance as much as he can.
Clinch battle is strong. Miraj Arif would not mind this fight going to the ground, indicative of his fight name and indicative of a lot of the finishes he's gotten throughout his amateur career. He said to me that a lot of his game relies on the knees and elbows, which is why he ended his amateur career earlier than people thought he would, because it wasn't the proper and full skill set that he wanted to explore and display in the cage.
Yeah, and he went professional coming off of a loss in his last amateur fight, which speaks volumes to just how gutsy this guy is. He's a risk taker, Daniel.
He is a risk taker right now. He's getting taken down, but look at that. Mirage has that 2-on-1 on the arm. I don't think he has enough leverage for it. He's really committing to it. This is what this guy loves to do. Adnan Afridi's arm is all sorts of tied up. Mirage, again, if you look at the left arm of Adnan Afridi, he needs to know how to intelligently defend it, but Mirage does not have that leverage and that torque just now.
Yeah, Mirage attacking that left arm of Adnan very well here, but Adnan able to get out of harm's way for now.
Yeah, he doesn't need to overcommit though if you're Mirage. If you don't think you're getting it, let it go, try again. You don't want to tire out your arms there. Now he definitely doesn't have a 2-on-1 on there. And Adnan's going to end up in a good position.
But this is where we've seen Mirage time and time again being so dangerous off his back. He's just so defensively offensive, Daniel. But Adnan now raining down bombs. Mirage staying busy, staying creative.
Adnan Afridi did really good in the scramble there. Ended up back on top against somebody who prides himself as a jiu-jitsu specialist, but just like that, uses the ankle to get on top of Adnan Afridi. Good work there by Mirage.
Mirage now inside control. Pressing Adnan up against the fence now.
Mirage on top. It's a good position for him to end up on.
Adnan trying to look to capture the head with his right leg here. Maybe look for a triangle, but nothing doing.
Adnan Afridi seemed good from top. It does not seem like they've drilled the same amount from bottom. And right there, Mirage is going to try to open up with those elbows right away.
Yeah, Mirage needs to create some distance if he wants to land some of those elbows. And he's trying to post off now. But Adnan just constantly moving.
Oh, he's in a north-south position now, Mirage. Okay, there we go. Now he's trying to get a hold of the guillotine. Should not rush it. Does not want to get taken down at the end of the round. If this was one championship, Adnan Afridi's head would have been off his shoulders thanks to some knees, but we are not following that skill set. Rule set, pardon me. Oh, he's really trying to go for the guillotine.
Adnan not feeling threatened by the clasp that Mirage has of his neck.
Oh, there we go.
Good.
Mirage now trying to go for that guillotine, but Adnan doing a good job. Fending up. Almost inside control, but now in full guard of Mirage.
Beautiful, beautiful work there by Adnan. I mean, like I said, Rafiq Afridi said he loves to box, but we've been working on his grappling, his wrestling, his jiu-jitsu.
Oh,
but Mirage now has his
he needs
arm
to be
again.
careful. He's got that arm.
Oh, that's the end of the round here.
Yeah, that is the end of the round. We thought that was the end of the fight. Would have been very controversial if Osama Mehboob stopped it there. This is not amateur MMA. But we go to the end of round number 1. Mirage almost got his arm at the end there, Salman.
Yeah, Adnan out of harm's way. It seemed like it could have been over at any millisecond, it seems. But this fight will be going into the second round. Beautiful, beautiful work here by Mirage and Adnan, of course, who's surprised us with his grappling down now.
Team Underground Wolves all smiles. The crowd is enjoying themselves. She decided to join in just at the worst time, if she's an introvert. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, it is all smiles. It is high action.
Adnan Afridi is 23 years old, Daniel. If he's 23, I'm 12. That's the oldest 23-year-old I've ever seen.
This sport will age you fast, my friend. Although I agree, I would like to see a birth certificate at some point. So does an MBA, yeah. Oh, man. I feel like I've aged 5 years in 2 months. But nonetheless, these both are young in their MMA careers, regardless of their actual age.
Most definitely, in this fight, round number 2 underway here. Osama Mahmood calls a start to the action before the doors closed.
Interesting.
That's
We saw some crazy stuff at IMAF with that too. Remember that cage door broke open like it's WWE? Good
that was
times.
insane.
Yeah.
But that was very insane. Adnan controlling the center here. Mirage opening up with some combinations.
Yeah, with it right straight down the middle. And now a left overhand. High kick. Shades of Kashif Ali. Nice body kick into that right hook. Mirage opening up with the strikes here.
Mirage keeping his distance and striking for now. He's felt the pressure of Adnan on the ground and he realizes maybe he should keep this fight standing for a bit. Beautiful spinning wheel kick, but a counter hook by Adnan Afridi, who's unloading now on Mirage.
Adnan Afridi like a juggernaut running towards Mirage. But look at that. Mirage Arif on cue as advertised, going for the Kimura. Really committing to it. Couldn't even get it. Adnan Afridi needs to keep his left arm strong here.
Every time you think Mirage is just in danger on the ground, he surprises you with a counter, a sweep, a choke, a lock attempt. This guy is just amazing.
This guy's so much fun to watch.
So fun, so high level. Mirage Arif doing a wonderful job for now on top of Adnan Afridi.
What an exciting start to the round. But Mirage Arif, even if he does not get the submission the way he's looking for it, just doing that allows him to end up in a favorable position. Like in this case, that Kimura attempt allowed him to end up on top of Adnan Afridi right now. So all in all, this guy is just so full of tricks. His bag of tricks is endless, ladies and gentlemen. That's Mirage Arif for you. He's on top right now. His right wrist is being controlled. He'll want to get that free. Now he's throwing short strikes here. On top of Adnan Afridi, that elbow lands through as well. Active is Mirage Arif from top.
Controlling round number 2 here is Mirage Arif. Did a wonderful job of opening up the round with beautiful combinations and got out of trouble with Adnan Afridi. Opened up with that counter, check right hook. Now
Hammer fists galore there by Mirage Arif. Pardon me, Salman.
Just doing a wonderful job of controlling Adnan Afridi right now. Adnan looking intently at his corner, listening for some advice. It seems like he's having trouble getting out of this, and that's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to post off, use his feet to get back up. But Mirage is just constantly.
Oh, that is it! Out of nowhere!
Out of nowhere!
Blink and you miss it! Mirage Arif lives up to his name! Key City, call him G City, pulls out the guillotine from out of nowhere and finishes the job here in round number 2.
Beautiful, beautiful work by Mirage Arif. Every time you thought he was in danger, he seemed in control. He seemed confident. He seemed like he was out of harm's way. Even though he looked like he was in danger, he always got out of it, and he got that choke just out of nowhere. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Just when you thought Adnan Afridi was about to get back up, Mirage just got that choke in. Beautiful, beautiful work.
He's constantly working on submissions no matter where he is or what position he's in. And he snuck that choke in like a great thief, stole that win, and that is exactly what Mirage Arif does, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to make it official in just a few seconds.
ख़वातीन हज़रात, एक बार दोनों फाइटर्स के लिए बहुत सारी तालियां हो जाएं. Yet another wonderful fight of Super Fight 3 brought to you by the HUFC Club Pakistan.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Osama Mahmood has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes 55 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner by submission via guillotine choke, K-City Mirage Arif!
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for your winner from Rawalpindi, Miraj Arif! Thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the final fight of our lead card, and then we move on to the co-main event and the main event of Super Fights 3. Next fight, we move on. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, making his way from the blue corner, representing the federal capital of Islamabad, Zulkarnain Khan!
Representing Team Passion Academy, this guy, Zulkarnain, has been around on the scene for a very long time, representing the Palestinian colors around his scarf. He's here tonight to take on Shayan Turbo Mehdi. It's going to be a very interesting and exciting fight between two extremely high-level atom weights in the Pakistani amateur circuit. Zulkarnain, of course, 2-2. He comes from a great team. He has a great corner around him. Arslan Ali Abbasi, Usama Mehboobavan. He comes from that entire contingent of Passion Combat stars who have been a mainstay in Pakistani MMA, and tonight Zulkarnain looks to continue that trend as he takes on a very highly touted, very highly skilled, very highly motivated Shayan Turbo Mehdi inside, of course, the Super Fights cage. Both guys making their debut in the HUFC arena, both guys competing in this octagon for the first time. They have high stakes on their mind, and they have nothing but victory to attain.
Zulkarnain Syed, of course, last time fought at the NFT3. He wasn't able to get past the quarterfinals, and he's up against a very tough opponent in Shayan Mehdi. Here to make a statement, here to make a comeback. Both of these fighters, like you said, Daniel, are coming off of a loss. They're here to make a statement at Super Fights 3. Zulkarnain Syed hopefully made the adjustments to his game to be able to perform here tonight. Of course, these are very bright lights. Both of these fighters fighting in the biggest lights of their lives. And making his way now into the octagon is Zulkarnain Syed.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Islamabad, Zulkarnain Syed! And we move on to his opponent from Karachi, making his way to the cage from the red corner. Please make some noise for Shayan Mehdi!
They call him Turbo. He's one of a kind. Shayan Mehdi's always on speed max. He's always trying to push the pace in the fight. His work rate inside the cage is easily his best and biggest attribute. And tonight, he brings that superstardom that he's attained in the circuits of Karachi, and he wants to entertain and electrify the audience here in Lahore. Shayan Turbo Mehdi is the future of 3G MMA. He's the product of a successful system, and he is somebody who wants to represent his team, his city, everyone that supports him in the best way possible here tonight. He's soaking in the moment. He was supposed to headline Toro FS. That got cancelled. No problem. Turbo adjusts and Turbo comes tonight with vengeance and victory on his mind, and he will look to take out all of those frustrations on Zulkarnain Saeed.
The last time Shayan Mehdi fought was at the NFT 3 semifinals. He wasn't able to secure the victory against Shahab Chinghezi. He fought 3 very hard rounds. Excuse me, some technical difficulties here. He fought 3 very hard rounds against Shahab Chinghezi, but unfortunately the decision didn't go his way. Shayan Mehdi, of course, the more experienced fighter here, up against Zulkarnain Saeed with a record of 6-2 and Zulkarnain 2-2. So you expect Shayan to be feeling more confident going into this fight, being more used to the bright lights and the pressure that is about to be brought here tonight. Entering now the octagon is Shayan Mehdi.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is 3 rounds of MMA action in the Super Fights Atomweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, an MMA fighter standing at 5 feet 5 inches tall with an MMA record of 2 wins, 2 losses, no draws. He represents Passion Combat Academy and fights out of Islamabad, Zulkarnain Saeed. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, an MMA fighter standing at 5 feet 5 inches tall with an MMA record of 6 wins, 2 losses, no draws. He represents 3G MMA. He fights out of Karachi, Shayan Turbo Mehdi. Your referee when the cage closes, Altaf Tafu.
Here you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Shayan Mehdi versus Zulkarnain Saeed. Zulkarnain in the blue, Shayan in the red. Referee Altaf Tafu going through the rules with both fighters as the action now is underway. Round number 1 in this atomweight bout.
Shayan Mehdi in the red, Zulkarnain in the blue, in case you needed reminded, which you didn't. Nice body kit open up. He is on turbo speed, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice low kicks there by Shayan. Zulkarnain caught that leg beautifully. Both fighters jostling for position. Nice knee to the body, but return fire by Shayan.
Tried to scramble, but that will just allow Shayan to end up on top of Zulkarnain.
Shayan looking to get busy from this position here. As we saw back at NFT 3, he fought 3 very hard rounds against Shahab Chinghezi, so he's used to the energy expenditure.
That fight seemed to have activated something inside Shayan Mehdi that was not activated previously. Losing to Shahab Chinghezi made him realize something needs to change, and I've seen an attitude shift in this kid since then. He's just been so much more confident, so much more aware of how good he is. When we first saw him at NFT 2, he looked timid. He almost looked like a bit shy. But now you see him walking around in those sunglasses, getting in people's faces in the face-offs. This is a man who's coming to and coming into the character that he wants to develop for himself, which is a superstar. He's headlining the lead card. He was main eventing Toro FS, and right now he's dominating Zulkarnain.
Staying busy from top position is Shayan. Nice strikes to the body. Changing levels here now, going up top. Zulkarnain seems lost, overwhelmed by the pressure of Shayan.
2 minutes of dominance for Mehdi. So good from top position. Zulkarnain doing everything he can that he knows